acknowledges that you got the price wrong to start with. And changing prices is the easy bit. But what you've got to be careful about is changing prices on a tactical basis and compromising your overall strategy and devaluing the product or devaluing different price zones and or different events. And that's something, again, Stephen and Amelia will touch on. So the tricky point is knowing when to do it. There's no point dynamically pricing when you've sold 80% of your seats because you've missed 80% of the potential. So it's a matter of getting the right time and responding to demand. And the whole thing, it's about forecasting and monitoring accurately and really in great detail. And again, we can talk about that more today. So what I'll do now is hand you over to Alon, who from Deloitte Consulting, who will give us a little bit of put some context from other industries for us to start off with. So I'll just swap over for you.
Thanks, Tim. So out of everyone in this building, I know the least about the arts, and I think that can be a good thing. You know, sometimes not understanding the status quo gives us an ability to test some of the assumptions that we're used to. I'm trained as an electrical engineer. I have no dance ability whatsoever, but through the work that I've done previously in the insurance industry and then into a few other industries, I've been exposed to a lot of different pricing concepts. The first thing that came to my mind when I got into price optimization was that it's all about making more money, more profit, but then you start to see how it gets applied and used in different industries and how in a lot of ways it actually increases fairness and equity and things like that. Some of the work that I've done has been in Salesforce effectiveness, so using the great CRM technology that you have, and a lot of it's been in pricing techniques. Across a range of industries like manufacturing, toll roads, energy. So electricity, to me, is actually probably one of the most similar industries where an enormous amount of investment is made. You have to cater to the entire community, which means that capacity actually has to fit for the hottest days of the year where the demand is the highest and you need to actually build and spend money for that. But currently, dynamic pricing is still in its infancy in that industry, and the people who are pushing that last megawatt of power aren't paying that extra bit. Now, to me, that's an example of where dynamic pricing can help you increase equity, because that last bit costs an enormous amount, and that's part of why electricity prices have gone up so fast in the recent past. So, most of my background has been in elasticity-based pricing, which is basically putting a number towards how elastic or sensitive someone is to a product. So, you know, if we all play a game, you know, put your hand up if you think that students are more price sensitive than